Do you believe in witchcraft?
Do I believe? What do you mean? Like, do I think it's a good thing?
Well, do you believe
Do I
witches
believe in a
exist?
demonic realm that can be
Yeah,
accessed?
witchcraft.
Yes.
Well, no, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, do you believe in witchcraft?
Easy
Define what you
question.
mean by
A
witchcraft?
witch. Witches. Do you believe in witches? Like the Witch of Endor, for example?
That's in the
Oh,
Bible.
well, in the biblical sense, yes, of
First
course,
Samuel,
yeah,
Right.
Second
yeah.
Samuel.
And do you believe in giants?
They're in the Bible too.
I'm a New York Giant fan,
Right. Right.
and
But
our
I'd
next
appreciate.
quarterback may be your guy.
Right.
All
This
right.
is very amusing,
You
but
know,
Okay,
to
all
be
I
right.
want a
funny, the
serious
man
answer.
Well,
is
what do you mean
Here.
by
serious.
giants?
Well, giants, like the Nephilim described in
Well,
There's
Genesis.
no
yes,
such
there's been
thing
some
as Nephilim,
archaeological
but
discoveries which suggest,
that's
yeah,
what they
there
want to
were
call them.
8 foot, 9 foot people. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I have not heard of any of that. And in
Okay.
fact, I've researched the matter, and I can tell you there is no archaeological
There is
evidence for
evidence
that.
Let's
for
say
it.
there isn't, because I don't have it on my. I usually have most
Right.
of this stuff
I
here.
wouldn't expect you to just
Okay.
know that off the cuff.
Yeah. Let's say there isn't. Does that mean
So,
they?
um, he asked him two simple questions, and sounded like he's, I don't know, he's kind of flustered, like he doesn't know a direct answer, and he can give the man a direct answer. Witchcraft. Witchcraft is talked about throughout the Bible. There's different forms of witchcraft. One form of witchcraft actually talks about it being iniquity. When you commit iniquity, is witchcraft. When you're doing the same sin over and over and over and over, and you know better, that's God calls that witchcraft. The other kind of witchcraft we call what he brought up with the witch of Endor was necromancy, which is a form of witchcraft when you're raising the dead. Now you're not really raising the dead. If you know your Bible, you know you're really just raising you're just conjuring a demon, a demonic spirit, or a fallen angel who's coming in the appearance of the dead. Remember, they've been here for 6,000 years. They've known everybody that's ever been here. So I mean, anybody that's ever lived, they've been around, they've known. They can impersonate anyone. It's just one of their abilities. We know that because angels come as men and women throughout the Bible. We got Abraham when, Jesus came with two men that were angels, and they went to go see Sodom and Lot. They came as men, new to the time, but they were angels. So we have so many evidences of angels being able to come into the forms of the human beings. That's all that Saul saw at the Witch of Endor. Actually, but it was a demonic entity that came as Samuel. There's a study we can do behind that, because I know the next question is, well, if the angels were a demonic entity, how come the prophecy that they said was true? But that's another Bible study, and we can answer that question anyways. But that's not what we're talking about today. So that kills that with the witchcraft. Witchcraft is throughout the whole Bible, and it's actually throughout the whole world. So I don't know why him, being he said he was an apologist at one point, wouldn't know that witchcraft actually existed throughout. I mean, especially in the Caribbean. I mean, it's really really bad. I mean, from what you call voodoo to some people call it, Spanish people call it Santeria, and then there's another form, I forgot another form it's called, but it all comes from Africa. All the forms of it comes from Africa, with the beating of the drums and the conjuring demons and all of that. It's witchcraft. Man, Disney promotes witchcraft. I mean, the whole magic of Disney is all about witchcraft. It's not fake stuff. Harry Potter is witchcraft. It's not fake stuff. And there's a lot of things behind it, that are, intently evil. Okay. His second question was, he asked him about giants. Yes, there were giants. We have archaeological finds of different species of not different species of human, but of humans and species of animals, that shows that they're giants. And giants in the sense of, 9 feet, 12 feet, you know, there's an article I found. They said the giants probably were 14 feet. I don't think they were that tall, but I do think that they were, 9 feet, 12 feet. That is reasonable height. That's what the Bible is talking about when it's talking about giants, because the Bible measures in cubits, and a cubit is about 18 inches. So when it's talking about these different giants in the Bible, and you measure their, 18 inches and convert it to feet, you're looking at like 9 foot something for Goliath, and I think he's 9'7", 9'6". Don't quote me, but he's in the 9 foot range. He's about the size of a basketball goal, something like that. The children of Anak, those are giants. Um, so we do have a couple pictures here of giants. The first one, this was a 4 foot femur bone discovered in Turkey. So the femur bone is the bone from your hip to your kneecap. So it's a 4 foot femur bone from your hip to your kneecap, not including the leg, may have been 3 feet, 2 feet. And then the torso might have been another, I don't know. So you got 4 feet plus, let's say on the small side, let's say the legs were 3 feet. So that's 7 foot right there at his waist. And then you got another torso. So they believe that this thing was about 14 feet. It might have been. We don't know for sure. His torso might have only been 5 feet. I don't know. It's just a guess. But we know that from his feet to, let's just say from his foot to his hip, he's at 6.5 to 7 foot already, right? We have another thing that we can. Well, that was an archaeological find in Turkey, but I look at this kid right here. I mean, he's 18 years old. He's a Sudanese basketball player, and he's already 7 foot 6 tall. I mean, and he's still growing technically. I mean, he can technically grow till he's 21, and this is today. So if the Bible is talking about 9 foot people, I mean, he might, let's say he grows to 8 foot, 8 foot, and some change. And there's actually reasons you can study scientifically why the Sudanese have taller people, and they it actually can grow very tall. There's actually reasons for that, but I don't have time to go over that today. But anyways, so it's just another picture that, hey, the giant thing is fairly true. There's evidence to support it. And then the last thing I want to show is an archaeological find of a dragonfly. Now, they say this dragonfly was 250 to 300 million years ago. Now, I don't believe in that. I believe in 6,000 years of Earth's age. But the archaeological find of a dragonfly with a wingspan of 2 feet. I mean, 2 foot wingspan of a dragonfly. I mean, that means that humans were bigger, animals were bigger, everything was bigger when we had this air pocket canopy, when there were high oxygen levels, higher human growth hormone, able to operate on a faster level. Things live longer, so things can grow longer. Even scientists will tell you that reptiles, they don't stop growing. So we get things like, dinosaurs and big animals because they can live longer. They keep growing. Look at the tortoises. They live to be 150, 200 years old, and look how big those giant tortoises are. So it's just an idea that there is evidence behind giants. There is evidence, a lot of evidence behind witchcraft. I mean, man, uh, I don't, I don't know where he's lost on that one. So just wanted to show the different evidences that we do have to support the Bible.